Hello, everyone. I was telling someone earlier on that Nigerian government has the capacity to do whatever evil it is. It is when it comes to good, to doing the right thing for the country, to providing good governance and all of that, that they do not. Not that they don't have the capacity. They have the capacity is there to do it, but they don't do it. So they don't have any incentive for them to do it. When it comes to doing bad things, when it comes to oppressing citizens, giving bad governance and all of that, Nigerian government has that capacity to be able to achieve it very well. Sometimes people feel that the Nigerian government is incompetent and it cannot do certain things. People just get arrogant and stuff like that. I say no, never underestimate the capacity of the Nigerian government to do evil. And I just saw this article here where from Parallel Facts that it says politicians in National Assembly presidential villa use IRT's tracker meant for monitoring kidnappers, terrorists to keep tabs on their mistresses and enemies. Those are the kind of things that concern these people that are supposed to be in offices, that are supposed to be in offices of trust, taking care of the people, getting all they can to ensure that the lives of the people are better. But hey, all they think about is just some nonsense things that they're always, focused on. A retired senior officer has disclosed that the intelligence response team's advanced tracking system, initially designed to combat kidnapping and terrorism, was misused by politicians to monitor their enemies and mistresses. The revelation came during an interview with Vanguard, where the officer explained that the tracking platform, which had previously aided in significant criminal arrests, was gradually diverted for political purposes. The tracking system, established in 2015 under the leadership of the then Inspector General of Police Solomon Arase, was a technological tool meant to assist in the real-time tracking of kidnappers, facilitating quick arrests and rescues. There was also the operational unit code named Intelligence Response Team IRT, still in operation though. The team monitored the kidnappers' movements in real time with information from the DFAS, thereby helping them stay one step ahead. The device also helped investigators analyze the locations and pattern of calls made by the kidnappers, the routes, uh, and potential safe houses. In addition, the device provided valuable evidence such as call records, location data, and communication patterns to build a strong case against the kidnappers. The system was instrumental in cases like the capture of the five kidnappers of former secretary to the government of the Federation, Chief Olufalaye. He was taken captive by the herdsmen on September 21st, 2015, during his 77th birthday. In this case, five of the kidnappers came to pick up the 5 million naira ransom in Suleja, Niger State. One of the senior police officers who effected the breakthrough told Ganda, immediately the kidnappers removed the SIM card used to negotiate. We knew where they were and intercepted them in the last bridge to Mina. The ransom money they collected was still in the booth, and the SIM card. Five of them were arrested. The motorcycle they used to convey Chief Olufalaye was retrieved. The 5 million naira ransom was marked by the bank. They removed only 100,000 from it. The kidnappers were sentenced to life imprisonment. And then Nigeria is just such a case. And here we are being plagued by kidnappers, going through so much. What is supposed to be used for such a good thing? They're busy keeping track of mistresses, as in your girlfriend, not your wife, not your spouse, not your husband. Mistresses, you're the one side chick like they use in the normal palace. That's what they're keeping tabs on. That's what you're using state resources that so much money was spent on. And this is what comes when you don't have strong institutions. When you don't have strong institutions, anybody can mismanage any institution. That's the reason why the police cannot tell someone, hey, get out of here. If you want to go and track your mistress or then go and use private investigators to do that, not wasting the police time, and not also using equipment that have been bought with public funds. Asked what went wrong with the system put in place to monitor the location of kidnappers and interception of calls for prompt arrest and rescue of abducted victims, the retired senior officer attributed it to the priority of successive Inspector General of Police. His word, the priority of successive IGPs was quite different. Solomon Arase set up the platform when he was the IGP. It was a technical platform to track calls. It was mounted in the IGP's office then, and only one officer, who is now an AIG, had access to the technical platform. The intelligence response team was supposed to be the operational wing that would work with the technical platform. When the I'm just coming, I think the okay, when the technical team got information, it would pass it to the IRT to go to the location and make an arrest. Drones and vehicles were brought for the operation. But successive IGPs who were analogs didn't know what to do. They merged the technical platform IRT. Instead of the platform being used for crime prevention, it became political. People in the National Assembly and Villa got hold of the platform and used it to track their enemies and mistresses. Just can you imagine? For such a platform, you don't give both the technical and the operational units to just one person who would be compromised by politicians. That was the beginning of the collapse of the platform. It requires someone with power and intelligence, someone of a strategic level who is keen on that line. This platform was supposed to be renewed and hooked up with the service provider, but that was never the priority of successive IGPs. Speaking further, he said they had money to pay for the accumulated subscription, but they refused to pay. When you leave such a system for more than 1 year, it requires recalibration. This technology keeps evolving. You can't say something you set up today will be used the same way for 10 years without being upgraded. Before long, the system broke down, the functionality of the police tracking equipment began to diminish, and subsequently went comatose. Due to the failure to pay subscription fees for about 3 years, and after a grace period had expired, the company overseeing its maintenance and upgrade decided to withdraw its services. This made it difficult to track bandits, kidnappers, and other forms of violent crime. Although the current IGP Kayode Egbetokun has reactivated the tracking device, it remains underutilized, with kidnappers still operating freely in many parts of the country, and not just operating, but coming out on social media to flaunt their wealth and to mock the people. And here we are, equipment that would have been used to track them is being now used to track, of all the things in this world, mistresses.